You're looking for a job, though, in the meantime, in the new year. Chances are you're polishing up that resume, updating that LinkedIn profile, and looking to network, but there's more to it than that.
We're talking to one of the co-authors of a new book, Job Moves, 9 Steps for Making Progress in Your Career. Michael Horn joins us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to see you.
Good to have you with us. You talk about beyond the resume that you need a good story. What's the best way to execute that story for those who are not good at that thing? Kind of thing.
Who better to take cues from than Pixar, who's been telling us the best stories for many, many years now. And so Pixar, helpfully, some ex-employees broke down the steps in telling your story, and we adapted that to help you tell your career story all the way from the once upon a time, I felt, this, and then you have some conflict, you start learning some lessons, and then you come out with some resolution, and it helps you tell your story in about 30 seconds. Really helpful for nailing that elevator pitch about why you want that job.
How do you know when to give up on your dream job and to just make the job you have fit what you want and maybe change your goals a little bit?
There's actually some lessons from Chunk, I think, from the Goonies on this one, which is you should focus on what you're going to do, not be. And we say that there's actually no perfect job on every dimension in the world. Instead, think about, what are the things that you want to do that really bring you energy, and where are you willing to make trade-offs so that you can get those things that are most important to you? And what I would say is trade-offs are not settling. They're actually by saying, this is what's going to suck about this next job. That's how we make progress to get the things that are most important to us.
How do you go about, especially if you're a college kid graduating, finding the person who's doing what you want to do to maybe, dispel some of the myths of that job or give you a better idea of what it really does entail?
Yeah, for college students in particular, I think for all of us, though, we tell them to do informational interviews, but we never tell you how to do an informational interview. And the biggest thing I would say is have lots of conversations with lots of people in lots of interesting roles, but don't go into it looking to get a job offer on the other side of it. Be genuinely curious about what does the day-to-day and week-to-week of their jobs look like, and how do they map on to the things that really drive your energy. Really start to build that reservoir of knowledge, those reservoir of contacts, be able to tell your story, and only later go back to them to see if they can help you get a job. But when you start with the job first, it's a little too transactional and it doesn't go well.
With all the ways that you just apply for things online now, how do you make your resume stand out? I mean, Larry used to put it on different colored paper, spritz a little cologne on there, makes it stand out a little bit. Now it's all online.
It's all online, and frankly, AI is reading on your resume before a person even does, and it's often filtering it out. So 2 tips I would offer. Number 1, look at the job description, see what the keywords are, and literally use those words in your resume so that they're more likely to filter yours through because your skills are actually matching up with the way that they describe what they want in the job. The second thing I would tell you, most jobs are not actually filled by people going through these online processes. They're filled by networking. And so far more important than applying to jobs online, actually talk to real people in these roles. The hiring managers in these companies, get to know them, tell your story. It's a much more effective way to get out of those resume screenings.
Yeah, so a connection may get you into that interview, but not a guarantee of getting the job. What is the biggest mistake, especially young people, do in a job interview?
I think the biggest thing, frankly, is that they don't know how to tell their story. So it goes back to that same thing. But sometimes they also inflate their skill sets rather than being honest. Hey, this is what I'm not good at doing. This is what I don't like doing. But these are the 3 ways that I'm a rock star at delivering at the things that you really need, that are mission critical in this role. And by the way, I've had some informational interviews, so I really understand what someone does in this job. There's no sort of confusion in my mind about how I can fit and make you all better as a team.
And what's the one final thing that you would leave people with as they head into the new year? Are there new ways to look for jobs, or what's the one thing you would tell people on your way out here?
The flashy thing is AI, using AI to actually apply for you. I would say avoid it. Go back to the old-fashioned way. Use your network.
All right. Well, the book is Job Moves, 9 Steps for Making Progress in Your Career. You can check out Michael's website and socials for more. Thanks, Michael.
Thanks, Michael.
Thank you so much.